I found out my grandfather wasn't a fisherman 3 days after he died. That's what everyone in our small coastal town believed for 40 years, including me. Then a stranger showed up at his funeral carrying a rusted metal box, and everything I thought I knew about my family fell apart. The stranger waited until everyone left before handing me a key. "He wanted you to have this," he said. Then he walked away. Inside the box were hundreds of old contracts, handwritten ledgers, and a photograph of my grandfather standing beside men I'd never seen before. At first, none of it made sense. Then I started reading, and that's when I discovered the secret he'd taken to his grave. Back in the 1970s, before I was born, a violent hurricane nearly destroyed our town. Boats vanished. Families lost everything. My grandfather wasn't a fisherman at all. He was the man everyone came to when disaster struck. People secretly paid him small amounts of money every month. If their boats sank, he paid for replacements. If their homes were destroyed, he helped rebuild them. If a breadwinner died, he supported the family. No government program, no company, just one man carrying the risk of an entire town. At first, it sounded heroic. Then I found another ledger, a hidden one. The numbers inside didn't add up. Thousands of dollars were missing. According to the records, my grandfather should have been wealthy. Instead, he died in a tiny house with almost nothing. I spent weeks digging through old documents. Finally, I discovered the truth. The missing money wasn't stolen. It was sacrificed. During a devastating storm in 1989, losses became so massive that the community fund collapsed. My grandfather had a choice: keep his own savings and let dozens of families lose everything, or empty every account he had. He chose the second option. He sold land. He sold equipment. He even borrowed money against his own house. Nobody knew, not even my grandmother. For decades, the town praised wealthy business owners for helping rebuild after the disaster. Meanwhile, the man who actually saved them stayed silent. I was furious. I wanted everyone to know. Then I found one final letter addressed to me. It said, "People think protection is about avoiding loss. It isn't. Real protection means somebody agrees to carry the loss for someone else." At the bottom was a list of names. Families he had helped, more than 80 of them. The next week I visited every surviving family on that list, and one by one they confirmed the story. Some cried, some apologized, some had never known who saved them. Months later, those families pooled their money together and restored my grandfather's home. Not because they owed him, because they finally understood what he'd given away. The town spent 40 years believing the strongest people were the ones who made money from risk. But the truth was much simpler. The strongest man was the one who quietly carried everyone else's.